So it's generally agreed that the Fantastic Four movies are pretty terrible, right? I mean, the first one's super cheesy. The first two that actually tried are still pretty cheesy, and they're a little slow, and the last one's just fucking awful. But there are some good elements in each of these movies. Well, maybe not that one. Like the Silver Surfer in 2007's Rise of the Silver Surfer. He was pretty cool. I mean, he was flying around, blowing stuff up, and he's voiced by Morpheus.
Your herald summons you. Another world awaits.
Seriously, how awesome is that? But really what I wanted to know after rewatching the Fantastic Four video Gubbs made was how fast the Silver Surfer actually was. I mean, he was able to fly from about surface level to the top of the atmosphere pretty quickly. Reed mentioned that he visited a bunch of different planets before he got to Earth.
Altair 7, Rigel 3, Vega 6.
And he was able to quickly get from Earth to the center of Galactus even with all this junk getting in his way. Seriously, how fast is this guy? Well, let's take a look and find out. Alright, so like always, we need a good base feat to kick things off, and I think a pretty good one's in how he was able to casually absorb, dodge, and just smack away all these missiles the military fired at him in the forest. See, the Humvees firing the missiles at the Silver Surfer have Avenger air defense turrets attached to them, which fire Stinger missiles. You've probably seen these before, especially if you're a Metal Gear fan. Anyway, Stinger missiles have a top speed of Mach 2.2. That's about 1,687 miles per hour, or 2,716 kilometers an hour. And the Surfer's fast enough to not only casually react to these things while they're flying around, but also to backhand one. Even if you don't like these Fantastic Four movies, you have to admit that's pretty badass.
Hey, look badass, dude!
Skipping back to his first appearance in New York, we saw the Surfer lead Johnny in a chase scene from the Baxter Building in Manhattan all the way out to the Washington Monument in DC. The distance from Manhattan to the Washington Monument is about 232 miles or about 373 kilometers. That's cool and all, but we can't actually use that since that's the distance if you're traveling on land and, you know, the Surfer flew over it. So what's the real distance he traveled? To find that out, we need to convert that land distance to air distance, which we can do by multiplying those 232 miles or 373 kilometers by 0.868. Doing the math means that the air travel distance the Surfer flew was about 201 miles or about 323 kilometers. And starting from when Johnny starts chasing the Surfer by the Chrysler Building to when the Surfer rounds the Washington Monument, we can see that the Surfer flew that distance in about 1 minute and 16 seconds. Plugging those numbers into our usual formula for velocity, v equals d over t, we can see that the Surfer was flying at a nice and easy speed of about 4,256 meters per second. Converting this to miles per hour and kilometers an hour means that the Surfer flew at a speed of about 9,521 miles per hour or about 15,322 kilometers an hour. For comparison, the fastest manned aircraft ever flown was the X-15, which has a recorded top speed of 4,520 miles per hour or about 7,274 kilometers an hour. This means that while flying from New York to Washington, D.C., the Silver Surfer was flying about twice as fast as the fastest jet ever created. And finally, skipping all the way back to the beginning of the movie, we see the Silver Surfer traveling from some random planet in some random galaxy to Earth as the opening credits roll. Now, the closest known galaxy to the Milky Way is the Canis Major Dwarf Galaxy, which is exactly 25,000 light years from our solar system. And counting from when we see the Surfer leaving this random planet to when we see him arrive in Earth's atmosphere, I counted that he managed to fly to Earth in just under a minute, 56 seconds to be precise. Plugging those numbers into our usual velocity formula and doing the math means that in this scene, the Surfer was flying at a whopping speed of 9 quintillion, 447 quadrillion, 588 trillion, 990 billion miles per hour, or 15 quintillion, 204 quadrillion, 420 trillion, 600 billion kilometers an hour. Sounds fast, right? Well, remember, the speed of light is 1,079,000,000 kilometers an hour, which means that the Surfer was traveling 14,091,214,643 times faster than the speed of light. Holy honestly, I kinda wish Rise of the Silver Surfer wasn't a steaming turd. I mean, for one thing, we wouldn't have had this garbage, but at the same time, I wouldn't have minded seeing a solo movie for this version of the Silver Surfer. Who knows, maybe Fox will eventually stop screwing around with the kiddie version of the Fantastic Four and do the cosmic side of the FF some justice. But anyways, guys, that's how fast the Fox version of the Silver Surfer is. If you guys like this video and you agreed with any of my calculations, or even if you didn't and you want to let me know that too, then go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, I will see you all next time. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to click that like button, maybe leave me a comment while you're at it, and go ahead and click that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to check out any of my social media pages. I've got a Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram. All those links are going to be in the description below. And I've also got my last video right there in the middle of your screen, so if you want to check that out, go ahead and click it, check it out. Alright, and I will see you all next time.